card games that Daddy plays. It is I, Kaiba the Pug. And here, we just finished my Sunday park trip, but we're still hanging out at the park because Daddy says that it's going to be hard for him to film probably this week at home because his daddy, he seems to be on this big home renovation kick project thing right now where he's working on his bathroom, renovating it, and he's doing some other stuff around the house too. And he doesn't seem to be going out very much anymore. So filming at home is becoming challenging. And Daddy wanted to make sure that you guys got to see me in this video again, because we're getting close to the end of this series, Daddy says, and you guys seem to like it when I'm part of the videos for this series, and I like it too, because I usually get extra bonus tweets. Today, for bonus tweets, Daddy says I can finish off some more of my bacon for my park trip. So if I do a good job, I get bacons. I like that. So, humans, tell Daddy I did a good job, okay? So I can have extra bacons later on too. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, Daddy, I did your intro. Now, go start your episode, okay? Alright, Kaiba. Hey, what about my bacon? Don't worry, I will give you some of your bacon too. I promised you. Yes, I promised you. Here, we'll put it on the carpet or on the blanket there for you. Okay. How's that? Is that good? Yes, that's very good. Awesome. In that case, it's time for Daddy to do his Tuesday thing. Even though it's technically Sunday. And our Tuesday thing is the ever popular time for Dollarama Draws of Destiny! That was loud, Daddy. I know. Maybe you're too loud, Daddy. Maybe. But I think the humans like it. I like my bacon. Alright, so, as Kaiba said, this series is coming to a close. This is the second to last episode of Dollarama Draws of Destiny on the channel. Up until the point where I can get my my finances squared away somewhat. Hopefully in November, I keep saying my goal is hopefully November we can bring this series back to the channel. But in the meantime, in between time, unfortunately, we are stuck the way we are. Hey, look. It's the jerk dog police. Jerks! I know, they're jerks. But you're safe in the car. Don't worry. Yes, you are. You're safe in the car. Daddy just realized he forgot to half zoom it so that we could do the cards more effectively. Otherwise, the card's going to be way too zoomed in when I open these. So I've got my 2 packs of Destiny. I got the bundle. And we're going to do our stuff. I'll do the 2 packs first, and then I'm going to give Kaiba some more bacon, and you guys can watch him eat that. And then I will do the bundle. You going to stay over there today, or you want to come over on me? Hmm? You going to come over? Yeah? Coming over to sit in the video? Yeah? You like to be part of the videos, I know. You're a good puggy. You're a very good puggy. First pack, let's see what we can get. Do the old pack flip trick thing where we have to go flip the cards over, flip them around to get them all the right way. And we're starting off with Tazim Royal Mage. Okay. 1 and a blue for a 2/1 merfolk. Wizard with a kicker 4. When it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, you can return an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. I mean, that's not bad. It's expensive as heck, but I mean, you can get a really good card back, potentially. And merfolk definitely would like to probably have those instants and sorceries. Terramorphic Expanse, classic. Good land all around. Plus, I love the artwork on this one, actually. That one's a pretty nice artwork. Ooh. Mardu Heartpiercer. 3 and a red for a 2/3 human archer with raid. When it enters the battlefield, if you attacked with a creature this turn, this thing deals 2 damage to target creature or player. Yeah, not bad. I mean, it's not crazy or anything, but it's not bad. I like it. I like the artwork on it too. It's too bad it's not an archer knight or something though. It's sitting on horse and everything. Horseshoe crab, 2 and a blue for a 1/3. Pay blue, untap horseshoe crab. Interesting. So if you have a way to like get infinite off of tapping something and untapping it, then you could probably do pretty good with this guy. Curious. Righteous blow, 1 white, deals 2 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. Okay. Ooh, a shiny Aquamoeba. Aquamoeba. I'm thinking that's how it should go, but I'm not 100% sure. 1 and a blue for a 1/3. Discard a card and switch this thing's power and toughness until end of turn. Why would I ever want to do that? Crypticplex. Or Cryptex. Oh my goodness, I'm having the hardest time reading today. Collect evidence 3. Add 1 mana of any color. Put an unlock counter on this thing. You have to tap it to do that. Then you can sacrifice this thing, veil 3, and then draw 3 cards. But you can only do it if there's 5 or more counters on this thing already when you do so. This pack is not terrible, but it's not amazing by any means, for sure. 4 and 2 white for a 3/7. Human knight riding an elephant. I'm pretty happy with that. It's got vigilance too. Horse? Who needs a horse? Save the horse, ride an elephant. Next snap. Destroy target attacking or blocking creature. Instant speed, but that's expensive. 3 and a white for that. Ooh. Night Veil Sprite, always a good one to pull. Flying 1/2, and whenever it attacks, you get to surveil 1. So that's always a pretty decent one to pull, depending on what you're trying to do in your deck. Core Spirit, 4 and a white, Defender Flying 4/5. Huh. Soulbound Guardians. The Core's most righteous dead are given the greatest reward, an eternity tied to the land they so cherish. Interesting. Recover. Return target creature from your graveyard to your hand. Draw a card. 2 and a black. That's not bad. I'll take that. It's good card value. Ooh, Ghostfire with some pretty cool looking artwork on it. It is a colorless card, apparently, even though it's 2 and a red for the cost. Deals 3 damage to target creature or player. Nice. Very nice. Woe Leecher. 5 and a white for a 3/5. Pay a white, tap, remove a -1/-1 counter from target creature. If you do, you gain 2 life. I mean, that's probably pretty good in a blight deck. If, you know, you're interested in running that stuff from the recent... what set was that? It was Lorwyn, wasn't it? Yes, it's Lorwyn. I'm thinking Strixhaven because Strixhaven's out right now. Not that I'm going to buy any Strixhaven myself, but... Drill 2 deep, 1 and a red, choose 1. Put 5 charge counters on target spacecraft or planet you control, or destroy an artifact. That's a pretty solid card at instant speed. Not going to lie. And we're back to the start of the pack. So, I mean, not the greatest pack, to be honest, for the first pack. Some decent stuff in there, for sure. I'm not going to say there wasn't, but, I mean... Overall, there wasn't anything that jumped out at me as like, wow, that is a hit card per se. Unlike last week where we kind of hit some major good stuff. Kaiba, you want to blow on this one? Give it some luck? No? You're just being very stoic, making sure that everything is safe. Do the pack trick, do the pack trick. No 2-sided cards again. Oh well. Let's see what we got in the second pack. Behind the Mask. Blue. Instant. As an initial cost to cast this spell, you can collect evidence 6. Until end of turn, target artifact or creature becomes an artifact creature with base power toughness 4/3. But if you collected the evidence, it has base power toughness 1/1 instead. Huh. Curious. Goliath Sphinx. 8/7 for 5 and 2 blue with flying. Okay. Just a big ass beat stick that flies. Whisker Skill Scribe. That's a good one. 1 and a red for 2/2 Mouse Citizen. Whenever it becomes the target of a spell or ability you control for the first time each turn, you can discard a card, and if you do, you get to draw a card. It's not bad at all. Yes, guy, but we're going to be going soon. Oh, I know. The metal detector guy is back over there. I know. Create 2 2/1 red dwarf berserker creature tokens. You can foretell it. Ancestral Vengeance, 2 black, enchant creature. When it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, and the enchanted creature is -1/-1. Curious. Anti-Cognition. 1 and a blue, counter target creature or planeswalker spell unless its controller pays 2. If an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, instead counter that spell and then scry 2. Ooh, I like that a lot, actually. That's a really good counter spell if you're, like, making people mill and stuff. I like that a lot. That is definitely a hit. Ruins of Oran Reef. Enters the battlefield, taps to put colorless. Tap, put a +1/+1 counter on target colorless creature that entered the battlefield this turn. I mean, if you played that in the right deck, that could be very interesting as a land. I'm not knocking that one either. Hotshot Investigators. 5 and a blue for a 4/4. When it enters the battlefield, return up to 1 other target creature to its owner's hand. If you control that creature, you get to investigate. No, I'm not going to be running that, probably. Ooh, Icehide Troll, on the other hand, might be getting into my deck. I do have a... I'm planning to build in... Eventually, I'm planning to build a snow-based deck that has green, black, and red as its... Or green, black, and blue as its colors. So, this guy gets +2/+0 and gains indestructible and end turn if I pay 2 snow. He's a 2/3 for 2 and a green, and I have to tap him when I use the ability. Alright. I can see using him in my deck when I eventually build it. Lightning Strike deals 3 damage to target creature or player. Classic. Urge to Feed, 2 black. Target creature gets -3/-3 until end turn. You may tap any number of untapped vampires you control. If you do, you get to put a +1/+1 counter on each of those vampires. Ooh, interesting. I am building going to be touching up my vampire deck in the near future. That could definitely make the cut. Kinsbale Skirmisher. 1 and a white for a Kithkin Soldier, 2/2. When enters the battlefield, target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. I don't really play Kithkins, so... Ooh, a white Mage's Staff, though. That's another one that's fun to pull. I am actually really happy to keep getting more copies of this, to be perfectly honest. The job select thing I'm not so interested in. I mean, you get the hero token, which is nice, don't get me wrong. But what I really like is the equipped creature gets +1/+1, and whenever the equipped creature attacks, you gain a life. And then it's also a cleric. So, I mean, that is really good for a deck that wants to do life gain stuff. That just gives you an extra outlet for it. And Phyrexian Gargantua. 4 and 2 black for a 4/4. When it enters the battlefield, you draw 2 cards and you lose 2 life. Okay. Nanoform Sentinel. 2 and a blue for 3/2. Whenever it becomes tapped, untap another target permanent. Ooh, but it only happens once per turn. Damn. I was going to say, I can go infinite with that thing, but no, I can't. That was going to go right into my mono blue deck, actually, if I could have went infinite with that, but it's only once per turn, so... Still a good card. And we are back to the beginning of the pack. I mean, I think hit of the day definitely so far has to be probably Anti-Cognition for me. I do like Urge to Feed and White Mage's Staff, don't get me wrong, but that Anti-Cognition is a nice counterspell. And I've never pulled one of those before, so it's nice to always pull a new counterspell that you've never seen before. And this one has got some really cool value to it. Plus, I like the artwork. And I like the flavor text too. I think not. Just very simple. No, you're not getting what you want. No. You want any more bacon? I promised that I would give you some bacon in between the 2 packs and the thing. Here you go. No? You sure? Yeah. Oh my goodness. We'll do the bundle and then we'll go home. Okay? And that'll be it for today. I know. It's been a very hard day after a very hard weekend. I know. Daddy has had a hard time too. It's not just you. Daddy understands. We'll do the bundle and we'll go home. Okay? Cracking the bundle. We've got our 1, 2, 3 packs there. And we've got our sleeves. Our sleeves look to be black again. Which, that is really unfortunate that I pulled one pack of green sleeves if I pull all the rest are black. Because I could have built a commander deck, but I can't with 4 black, with 80 black sleeves and 20 green. They will frown upon that in commander tables. Okay, we'll start with the biggest one, then we'll go the middle one, and then we'll go the smallest one. So, biggest one is... What do you think, Kaiba? Is it a good one? It's the 10 card pack. Nice. Nothing wrong with the 10 card pack. It's basically like a 2/3 version of the regular packs. And they usually come with actually some pretty nice stuff, I find, the 10 card packs in these bundles. Actually, they've done a good job of loading these up with some nice materials for you guys. So if you get a chance to get one of these, I definitely encourage it. Gitu Journey Mage. 2 and a red for a 3/2. When it enters the battlefield, if you control another wizard, this thing deals 2 damage to each opponent. Nice! That is very cool. I love the artwork on it too. And I have a really good deck to put that in, actually. So I'm happy with that. Nature's Embrace. Enchant creature or land. As long as the enchanted permanent is a creature, it gets +2/+2. As long as it is a land, it has tap to add 2 mana of any one color. This is going to go phenomenally well into my Earthbending deck that I'm currently working on. So, nice. Hit for that. Cerebral Confiscation. 2 and a black, choose 1. Target opponent discards 2 cards. Target opponent reveals their hand. You get to choose a non-land card from it, and they have to discard that card. Interesting. I like this, because it gives you the option of making them discard 2 if they're down to like very few cards, or you can actually see what's in their hand and force them to get rid of the best card. Twisted Experiment. Enchanted creature gets +3, -1. Ooh, interesting. Roving Keep. If I didn't already have one of these, I'd be super stoked, but I mean, I can still put this into some other deck probably. Maybe I'll put it into my colorless deck that I eventually want to build. So, yeah. I do love the fact that you can actually make this lose Defender and gain Trample instead, which is kind of insane. It costs a lot to make that ability happen, but you have to pay the exact same amount to get it into play in the first place, so it's not like you're going to have not going to have that mana available. Blossom Dryad. 2 and a green for a 2/2. Tap this and untap target land. Nice. Call of the Conclave. White and green. Put a 3/3 green centaur creature onto the battlefield. Meh. That's not so bad, but not so great either. Living Tempest. 4 and a blue for a 3/3 with flash and flying. Okay. Raptor Companion. Another dinosaur for me, but it's a 3/1, so I'm probably not going to use it. And, ooh, a Razzle Dazzler. That is actually a pretty good card. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, this thing gets a +1/+1 counter, and then it can't be blocked. That actually is a really good card. And it is a wizard, so another one for a wizard deck that I want to upgrade in the near future. Nice. That 10 card pack was pretty solid. Alright. Next up, the second thickest pack. What do you think this one's going to be, Kaiba? I'm betting it's lands. What do you think? You're so worried about that guy with the metal detector. If you guys missed our Park Trip Sunday video, there's this guy who came today with a metal detector, and he's been following us around the park most of the day. Not intentionally. Kaiba thinks it's intentionally, but it's not intentionally. He just is traveling around all over the place. I'm not really sure why he's back over here already, though, because he was here at the start of the day. Like, he was over on this side, over here. And we saw him later on when we were playing with our friends, and he kind of got Kaiba upset. And then when we were leaving, he got Kaiba upset. And now he's back over there doing his thing again. I was right. It's a land pack, Kaiba. Don't worry, baby. You're safe in the car. I promise. Nobody will get you in the car. Daddy's almost done anyways. Then we'll go home. Alright, we got 6 lands. What lands do we got? Let's see. We got ourselves a forest. A plains. Ooh, I like that one. I like that one a lot, actually. Mountain. Classic. Another plains with another beautiful artwork. Both of these are plains that I don't think I had before, so nice. Ooh, I like that mountain. That's a new one for me, too. And a forest. So, all basic lands, but I mean, I can always use more forests because I use way more green than anything else in terms of land bases, I think. So, I'm always running out of forests. And the artwork on a lot of these cards is beautiful today. So, hooray for that. Final pack. What do you think, Kaiba? Did we get the mythic pack yet? Are we lucky? No, we're not so lucky. You don't think so? 4 cards, guaranteed rare card, and a mix of 3 common or uncommons. So no, we did not get the mythic pack. To be honest, I have a feeling that I'm not going to pull any of the mythic packs. We have one more chance next week, but I have a feeling that the mythic packs are like ridiculously rare. Like you probably get like 1 in every 100 of the bundles. So that said, ooh, they added a whole bunch of extra like cardboard into this one for some reason. That's weird. They added like 4 different things in here. I do have all 4 cards though, at least, so there is that, but I can't remember if I want to go back to front or front to back. So today I'm going to go back to front. I think I made the right choice. Terramorphic Expanse. I'm pretty sure that's the one we already pulled today, but again, another new artwork for me, and this one's kind of pretty. I'm not going to lie, I like that one. So we got that. Next up, Blade Brand. Target creature gains death touch until end of turn, draw a card. For 1 and a black? That's not bad. That's not bad. It's a decent effect for sure. Child of Night. 2/1 with lifelink. It's a vampire. So, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of 2/1s. But I kind of think that that might make the cut into my vampire deck because it's pretty. And it does have lifelink, which is important for a vampire deck. And our rare is Inspired Idea. 2 and a blue. Or you can pay 3 and 2 blue. Draw 3 cards. Your maximum hand size is reduced by 3 for the rest of the game, unless you pay the cleave. So if you pay the 3 and 2 blue, you just draw 3 cards. If you pay the 2 and a blue, you get to draw 3 cards, but your hand size is now down to 4 for the remainder of the game. Interesting. I would love this card more if I could target somebody with this, rather than just play it on my own. Like, if I could give somebody 3 cards, but in turn they can't have more than 4 cards in hand for the rest of the game, that would be insane. Still, though, that's a pretty cool looking card. And I think it's a nice way to end the episode. What do you think, Kaiba? Is that a good way to end the episode? Yeah. You're done? You're very much done, eh? You want to say bye-bye to the humans? Oh, not at all, eh? All right. Well, I will do it then. Much love to you all from Kaiba the Pug and myself to you. Take care. Thank you for watching this episode of Dollarama Trolls of Destiny. Please remember that next week will be the series finale, at least until November, of this pack ripping series. And then we will no longer be ripping any packs on this channel unless somebody gives me a gift. Until I can clear off my unfortunate massive debts. Yes, I know, that guy is still over there. And you're very, very obsessed with that guy. On a final note, I just wanted to say that I hope that you guys have enjoyed this series as much as I've enjoyed it, and that you'll tune in next week for the grand finale. Okay? Thanks. Love you. Bye.